Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And here we are again today, back at our Kohler K241 engine. And I believe this would be part 5, I think. Oh dear, I can't seem to remember what is what. Anyway, look at all them nice channels there. Boys, oh boys. And we got a couple of envelopes up top there. So I'm just going to show you a few things that don't necessarily have anything to do with me fixing up this engine, but just internal things, just for interest, if anybody is interested. Again, it's just different things on these Kohlers. You think they're all the same, but they're not. Anyway, you can see over there at that engine, I'll zoom you in, zoom. And look at the base on that engine, how it's made. Just kind of looks like a square. And right in there, if I can get my finger at it here. Ooh, that's not good. Right there, that's the base, which bolts onto that engine. So I have another engine here that used to be on the floor there. Somehow I picked up this 100-pound engine and put it up here on the bench. So look at the base on this one. Now again, it's square. Where this base over here that bolts onto that engine would bolt onto this engine. And that package of gaskets, it's a universal kit, so it comes with gaskets for all engines. The gasket I'm looking for is gone because that's the one I used on another engine, but it fits the square. So the other gasket that's in that kit, the tall one, it fits along the edge of that square, but it goes up and across here, back down. The same thing on the bottom. And I don't know what it is with these engines, but anyway, this is the way they make it. Anyway, you can see here, it's got this little block here, and it's got the extension here, basically, where this area is. So this engine doesn't have any cutout here. On most of the engines I've seen, there's a cutout here. No, it starts here. Cuts out here, goes across and comes back down. So that's why you can't use that base that you can put on, that base there that you can put on that engine. If this was cut out here, you couldn't put that base on here because the gasket wouldn't cover and make a seal because it's cut out. So the engine in this Massey Ferguson 14 has the dipstick right there. So it's cut out inside there, so like that. the dipstick comes through here. So on that engine, you have to use that gasket that's in the kit there now. Anyway, kind of different. And then, of course, they had different shaft lengths for the PTO end and different shapes on the crank. Another thing I want to show, like I say, none of what I'm doing here today is really doing anything for the rebuild of that engine I'm doing. But you can see in there on the cam, you can see that little arm there. The cam, that arm runs on the cam and runs that fuel pump. So some engines have a fuel pump and some don't. And from what my understanding is that the higher horsepower engines have a fuel pump. In some cases, if depending on what they're doing, I guess they need extra fuel, so they put a fuel pump on them. The 10 horsepowers don't normally have a fuel pump. Now, what else we got in here? Over here, and you can see that little pin that's there. It's got the mark on the camshaft. That little pin is what goes in and out and opens and closes the points in there. So that's some of the reason, I guess, why I'm showing you is I need this cover, I need the points that are in there, and I need that pin that goes through the block. And I need this cover. And this engine went kablooey, of course. Something we didn't really figure out yet whatever happened to it. But it's got a bad knock out of the it's got a piece out of the bore there. Now that's up about it might be ½ inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch from the bottom up. It's broke. Whether it would really make much difference, I don't know. And when I turn it over, there's a out in the flywheel area, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, this engine will probably never run again. We'll just be using it for parts. Crank is going all rusty. That's not good. Anyway, probably no good anyway. So, now a couple of videos ago, I mentioned about the grenade gears. They're really called balance gears. This engine doesn't have them, but it does have the spot for the stud for them to go in. Right there and right up there. Anyway, I think I'm kind of done with this for showing you. I'll go over to the other one now. So as you can see with this engine, this one was not machined for those balance gears. Now, the balance gears, well, there you go. Yeah, I got my light in the way or something, I guess. Anyway, let's try this. Yeah, so there's the balance gears, or grenade gears as some people call them. So one would sit in behind on that. It would ride on that stud there. There would be a shaft coming out there, and then another shaft coming out there. So the gears would be meshed in to the crank. Kind of like that, I guess. Anyway, they'd be in there meshing with the crank. And because of the way they're made, they oscillate opposite. One weight is up and one weight's down kind of thing, and it's, or whatever way it works, and that's what balances the engine apparently. And when you take them out, there's quite a procedure to get them back in and get them timed properly, along with timing the cam gear and the crankshaft. Anyway, these ones I can show you. Yeah, that one is missing a needle bearing. And so is that one. Now, whether they're supposed to be like that, I don't know. Well, anyway, these two grenade gears came out of the John Deere over there. That 140 John Deere 14 horsepower engine. And when I did that engine over a couple of years ago now, these gears, how I do this, I guess, but anyway, I'll set that like that maybe, and it's going to fall down. Anyway, these gears mesh together. Somehow they mesh together. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just mesh on the crank. Anyway, they run. Yes, I can't do that. Anyway, they run in here, and what I found was in the John Deere engine, when I had these in there, these were wobbling back and forth quite a bit like this. So all it would take is for one of those to wobble out of mesh enough and catch on a tooth the wrong way, and there you go, kaboom. And everything in there would be destroyed. So that's the story on the grenade gears. If you're interested, I don't know, but anyway, I just thought I'd show some stuff here. Now you can see I was mentioning about the bolts. See how the bolts come through into the base for the mounting spot for the fuel pump or cover. So that's something I never knew before, and I guess Really, those bolts should have a sealant on them, which I did put on those. The other engine I was just showing you is the same way. So, how far am I along here today? Well, like I think I said I got gaskets. There's the whole kit that I had there. I have the base clean on the engine, so that could go back together, but I'm kind of scared to do that until I make sure I did everything. Anyway, it'll go back together eventually. And what else did I cleaned some stuff out of there that I could see, and I've oiled up all the moving parts. So that's about where we're at for this now. So I'll close this off here for now. And if I do any more, I might add it to this one or I might post it. So I think I said this is going to be number 5. So I'm gonna try and remember what I'm doing. So should be writing it down, I guess. Anyway. So now, yes, and this is my electric clutch system. So, not sure what's going on there with that. I'm kind of thinking I'll be using the electric clutch off of the other 14 engine up there. Anyway, still a lot of thinking to do as to where to get stuff to do what with and cleaning. So anyway, we are moving ahead some. So all right, that'll be good for now. Like I say, I might add on to this one and I might not. So if I don't add on to it, have a good day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Goodbye now. Well, good day again. Good day. I'm back again with a little bit more added on to this one, I guess. Anyway, I got doing a little searching here and took a few more things apart on this engine, the things that I need for that engine. And I've got them in there, kind of choking a bit and cleaning up. And what else? I was out to, what else did I do? I was out to see my small engine fella there and I asked him if he had a base gasket for one of those engines. Oops, they give me this. I said, holy cats, that should fit great. Well, when I got home here and I got looking at it, and here it is, says side cover on it. And I said, oh, jumpins. It sure looks like the right one, but anyway, it's not. It's too small. Anyway, that's the way it goes. So I was searching over here looking for stuff. One thing I was searching for, but I wasn't thinking of it, was I need an air cleaner for the engine. And you can see this air cleaner. And on this engine, it has the same thing. But on the newer engines, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but anyway, this one has an opening here. And that one over there that I'm working on has that opening. So what that is there's a rubber tube that comes from here to the air cleaner to supply the engine to burn with air from the flywheel. Now, what the advantage of that is, I don't know. It's like ram air, I guess. Anyway, my thought is that maybe it's not putting as much air out over the fin area. That air's gotta blow out over the head and through the block area. So with that open there, it wouldn't be throwing as much air. But anyway, I guess the engineers know what they're doing, so that's just the way it's built. So anyway, I kind of need an air cleaner for that engine over there, or plug up the hole. So over here today, I was again looking for another base gasket. So I got digging into my bin of goodies. Still haven't found what I was looking for. Find it in here. I should really just put this tractor out. But anyway. My feet. My feet too big. Can't get through. Anyway, a whole bunch of junk in there. The only thing I found that I might use is that set of points there. Looked to be a brand new set. And anyway, the other set would do. So. And what else did I find? Oh yes, I found a shaft here, but no butterfly in it. So I might use that coil too, I don't know. And what else? More junk. Should go through that bag there, I guess. There's probably carburetor parts in that. So, I get looking through here, of course, there's junk in the bottom. I even write down what I have sometimes. Various pulleys. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? There's a bunch of belts. And I try to mark on them what they are or what they would fit. And there's a bag of stuff there for the old Ferguson TEA-20. So you got to keep this stuff here. See that? If I can get the camera to light into it. Too much there. It says used self-center bearing, 2014. Flanges, bolts, and nuts. Now that's a real good thing to be keeping, isn't it? Oh dear, my poor son when I'm dead and gone and he has to clean this place out. What else is in here? There's a box of stuff here. I don't know what's in that. So then here's some knobs and carb parts and gauges and odds and ends. Well, that's a good thing to have, isn't it? But what I took out of here, what did I take out of there? It was a box or something that I took out of here, and I noticed this. So look what's in underneath here that I didn't even know I had. If I can. Yeah, look at the stuff in there. You just gotta keep that stuff. Happens. Gold mine. Oh boy. So back to what I was looking at here. Look what I found. I found the rubber to go from the flywheel cover to the air cleaner and the air cleaner, I think. the rubber part anyway. It might not be the right air cleaner, but that is the right rubber to go between. Well, that's kind of different. What else we got in here? Oh, the stuff. Look at that up there, and a nice head up there with a brand new plug sitting in it. So I might use that plug. Okay, well, not sure what that is. Oh well. What I'm trying to get to here, here's a nice new flapper for a stack. For that, boys, you gotta hit that stuff. Well, there's a gearbox for an LGT 100. Yeah. Yeah, see there, look at that. You can see that air cleaner I mentioned in there. It does have that hole where that rubber goes into. Great. That's a great thing. I'll have an air cleaner for that thing now. Yep. And the regulator, look at that. Don't need that. But anyway. A brand new air filter too, look at that. Oh me, oh my. Anyhow, that's good. Well, there's another more junk here that I found. Another carburetor. Amp gauge. Alright, anyway, I guess yeah, we'll have to have a look through this bag here. I don't think I'm going to find... a base gasket. So I guess I'm going to just have to go with the silly silicone. Silly silicone. Alright, get out of here again. On feet. There we go. All right. So a little bit of headway today, not too much, but a little bit. And there is the prized engine. Look at that. Yeah, there's the points that I'm going to use. There's that pin that I needed. Alright, so that's that. Yeah, that's air cleaner, and you can see the hole inside of it here. There. That rubber goes in that hole, and then that goes to the air cleaner. I am going to have to find a regulator for there, I guess. Anyway, all kinds of things to do and look for. So, that'll end it for today. And look at all them nice channels there, boys. There's a lot of stuff going on today. Goodbye now.